Hi everyone, welcome to next session of a session of React.js, and we have got Ashish and Vaishnavi here. They are from BIT Mesra, and Ashish or Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I feel extremely blessed to be there, and uh, GDSE, that is Google Developer Student Club, started this year in our college, which has made a great impact in our college. It helps students to explore different domains and guides and creates interest among students for new technologies. It creates a learning environment and builds relationship between techies and students. Today, GDSC has invited Mr. Praveen Kumar, sir, to guide you in the field of web development. First of all, as I said, I feel extremely blessed to introduce such an extraordinary personality, Mr. Praveen Kumar, a man with highly qualified skill and large number of achievements. He is a career coach, a mentor, a speaker, a YouTuber, open source contributor, a Guinness record holder. He, uh, he has a great list of achievements, and it's almost impossible to speak all of his accomplishments in few minutes. So, taking my words to end, I request Mr. Praveen to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. That was really indeed a nice intro. So, hi everyone. For those people who have not met me before, my name is Praveen. I'm originally from Chennai, India, currently living and working in London for one of the top US based investment banking firms. And I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist, specializing on React.js and Node.js. If I say that I'm a JavaScript full stack person, who is a full stack person who doesn't have a website or a domain? So without further delay, this, I believe everyone is able to see the screen, right? So this is my website, and it's praveen.science. So it is a pretty much basic website which has got a big banner image, and it has got my name, what all things that I do, and all the places where you can go and stalk me. And I do have my YouTube channel as well. That's where you are all watching this one. So, okay, I agree. Right. So this is where there are like loads and loads of different things that you can learn from this. So that is something which I would really like you to create as well. So a small portfolio that might help you in getting the best, getting into big companies or something like that. So looking at my website, a lot of people have come and approached me for joining the company, etc. So it is very simple website. It has got all the required details here. Unnecessary details are avoided. So only those things that are required. And if you don't have any experience with you right now, just skip this part and go with education. And what did I do here? I just copied everything from my brochure, and here's all the made up numbers. Then one thing which I wanted to tell is every single time when you do something, you will learn something, right? So try to put it all these things in a website or in your social network, because let's say I did this in 12 years ago, and this is like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and this is 10 years ago. Comparing these three things with the recent ones, you can see that how better I have done a lot of things, right? So this is something what an employer or anyone who wants to gauge you will be able to see. And one more thing is, in case if you are learning something new, try to blog it, because written communication skills are very important in the upcoming age. And when you are trying to go to a new company or when you're starting a new job, written communication skills are very much important. On top of it, in case if you learn something really crazy or something like that, really complicated logic or something like that, try to explain that in a simple way where your grandpa or grandma or a 5-year-old kid can understand. So that will give you the like your expertise in the particular domain, and whatever that is the knowledge that you would be gaining. So apart from these things, this is what people talk behind my back, and here's how you can talk with me. And do connect with me on LinkedIn and other places. All the details are down there. And without further delay, I would like to also tell you about my personal dev environment. If you type in Google Praveen Dev Environment, you would be able to find that there is one first link called my personal development environment. I'm basically using a Google Chrome, I'm using a Google Chrome browser, because a lot of people will agree with, even though there is a lot of privacy concerns here, this is one of the best for developers. And for React, I use this React Dev Tools. So this, you can get it from extensions, Chrome extensions. It is called React Developer Tools, and it is offered by Facebook. Has got more than 3 million downloads. So this is the one which we will be using. And obviously Zoom, Git, etc. All these usual things that I have been using for the application. So the integrate IDE that I'm using is VS Code, and VS Code, I have got these 8 extensions that I have installed, which we will learn about it in a later point of time. So apart from this, the session is going to be like 1.5 hours, around 1.5 hours, and we are going to create a simple project that is going to solve some problem. That is the main work of all the engineers, right? So without further delay, I'll start with the demo. But before that, do you all have any questions, anything that you want to ask? Yes, Surya, I have come back to London. Yes. Hey, everyone. And make sure you keep yourself engaged in the chat. And it is the same for Vaishnavi and sorry, whoever it is. So both of you as well, Vaishnavi and Ashish as well. Make sure you keep yourself engaged, so that you all will be getting something really cool. Maybe, who knows, I've got something around here. Like I had this 50-pound voucher or something. It could be anything. I'm happy to give it away for free. So make sure you be engaged. And can we have like 30 plus likes for this particular video? Hit the like button. Hey, Santosh, a lot of people are here. That is nice. Okay, so without further delay, I'll set up the context, what we are going to do today. Okay, so everyone knows that I have been doing a lot of live streams lately. And the problem that I'm facing right now is, I don't know who contacted me, when they contacted me, when is the live stream, or when is the whole thing is going to happen? Have I completed the initial steps? Like I need to create the poster, the designs. I need to talk to the hosts. In case if anything is there, any information is needed, I need to capture all those information. All these things are required, right? So if there is an app or something like that, that helps me with all these, managing all these things, that's what we are going to do. It's going to be a full stack live stream organizer. And for those people who are new to this, or like maybe who are doing something like this, it will also help you all as well. So this is going to be released as an open source software, and let's see how it goes. And before starting, what all things we need is, this is going to be an interactive thing, but I don't know if you can code along with me. That might be a bit tough. So you can have a look at how we are doing it, and then later on you can use this as a reference and try to code something again similar, and then you can put it on your resumes as well. That will be really helpful for you all, right? So this is one thing which I wanted to say. And we will be using a complete React application, and we will also try to register a domain name, and then use a lot of stuff. Like I'll teach you literally everything, like the complete end-to-end stuff. This is the main plan of this particular stream, and I hope this is going to be a game-changing thing. Okay, so is everyone excited? Shall we continue? I could see a lot of enthusiastic comments from the chat. Let's make it, let's hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and start talking. Whoever is talking whoever is interacting well, you would be, I told you, right? It is worth 5,000 rupees or something like that. Someone would be randomly, or whoever is having a good conversation with me, you will be getting it for sure. Okay, so hit the like button and start talking. Yeah, cool. So coming back to our screen, and what I'm doing here is, first thing is I will be creating a GitHub repository for the same. So this is my GitHub profile, and let's create a new repository. We can say as BAT Mesra full stack. This could be the, so it is almost similar to the to-do list, but it is kind of like an advanced to-do list. Live stream helper. Okay. Part of Praveen's live stream on full stack, React, and Node.js. Right. So for the front end, you can use GitHub pages to host. And for the backend, you might need to use Heroku. So this is one thing which I wanted to tell. So I'm just clicking on the create repository, and it is going to show me an empty repository, something like this. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to copy this whole thing and open up a new window in VS Code. In this, I click on this clone repository, and don't let that clone from GitHub fool you. So make sure you paste the link and then click the first one. But before that, what I wanted to do is I want to put my username in front of it. So in case if your username is, let's say, Vaishnavi, it will be like this. This will not change. This will change. Okay. So that is how you will be cloning the repository. So clone repository, paste it along with your username at github.com, and then click on this one. It is going to ask me where exactly I will be saving it. So I'll be going to the downloads. Let's go to works, and then I'll select the repository location. So this will say, do you want to open the cloned repository or something like that? Yes, please open this in the same page. Now, the good part about VS Code is I would not require anything else apart from VS Code here. So right now, what I'm going to do now is I'll start with creating a new, first thing is I need to create two folders. One is for server, one is for the client. And before that, we can also create a README file. So if I'm using something called as Typora. Typora is really good. So I'm going to put a full stack live stream helper, something like this. And you can use it just like you use your Microsoft Word or something like that. You have all these heading 1, heading 2, every single thing, and you can convert it into paragraph, or you want to insert a table, you can do it. Everything will be rendered as markdown. This is an application to help YouTubers or whoever to manage and organize all the live streams. This is a part of Praveen's YouTube stream with BAT Mesra. Cool. So now what we are going to do is we are going to see the source code. If you see this, this is the source code of the markdown, and this can be easily updated, or like whatever it is, like you can do all these things yourself. Okay. So this is the good part about Typora, and here we'll just create readme.md, and I'm just going to paste it here. Now, if okay, let me first add this. So all these Git controls, everything is there inside VS Code. So we can also do one more thing. YouTube stream can be made as a link. And let me get the link quickly. Hey, thanks, man. This is my third live stream for the day. It's kind of crazy. So okay, everything seems to be perfect. So let's add the link here, and then let me save it. So once I do this, it immediately shows that, okay, there is a problem here, and yeah, added readme file. And Let me do a push. Everything is completely here because I can use the terminal here and I can do git push or something. You can also use all the shortcuts that are added here, so that is possible. So if we refresh this page, you'll be able to see that there is this thing here. 17 seconds ago, we created this, etc. Cool. Now coming back to the main stuff. So first thing, should we start with the backend or should we start with the front end? So based on that, I'm going to start everything. And again, don't forget, in case if you are interacting a lot, you'll be getting a really awesome goodie. So make sure to get that. It is worth $50 or something like that. Right. Let me put a poll here. Should I start with front end, back end? Okay, I'm asking it as a poll. You should be able to see the poll here. So please use the poll. Thanks for telling a lot of things. I'm not able to count everything. That is the reason I have created the poll. Please use the options in the poll. Wow, a lot of people are going for front end. That's nice. Okay, seems like it is going to be front end first, right? All right, so let's go ahead and start the front end. So we'll be using React.js for the front end. So one thing which we usually do is we will be using npm and npx. So npm is the node package manager, npx is the node package executor. So we'll be using npx create React app, and we'll use a dot here. The dot means do it in the current directory. So what I'm going to do is once I press enter here, you'll be able to see that this is going to take a long time. It depends on your, I will be using client here. So client and server. Okay. So the moment I press enter, this will take a long time depending on your internet connection speed and also your computer speed. So let's press enter and let's wait for everything needs to be happening. So I'll explain what exactly happens here. The first thing is once you start this, it is going to create a new directory called client. And inside the client, it is going to install a couple of extensions in the sense, couple of dependencies. First, it will download CRA template. We created create React app, but this is going to install CRA template. So it first installs CRA template and then runs the CRA template. Once it starts running the CRA template, CRA means create React app. CRA template will install React, React DOM, and React scripts. So these three libraries or packages will require a lot of different packages. So totally 169 packages will be, totally 1367 packages will be installed in your machine. And then finally, it will show this success message. So success created client at this particular location. Inside the directory, you can do all these things. So first suggestion is go ahead and do this. So first thing is if you do npm start, it will start the development server. And then this npm run build is going to build the server, like build into the static application. And that is what we will be uploading it in the uploading it in the repository or something like that. Then we have npm test, which starts the test runner. Npm run eject is the one which you don't want to use. Okay. So what we will start is we will start with the npm start, and we will be going inside the client directory. So let's go to client. And then before anything, you just created something, right? Immediately committed, created a React app using CRA. And now inside the client directory, if you do npm start, make sure you have one browser window open right now. And I'm just going to put it here. And for this one, I'm going to put it here. Okay, if I press enter here, just wait, I am not touching any of my hand or something. It automatically opens localhost 3000 here. And within few seconds, you will be able to see that there is a React app running and it works. So now the fun part is, who want to be a volunteer right now? Hey Mayank, thank you so much for your kind message. Manish, it may not be easy, Manish, because a lot of people feel that front end is very, tough than back end. Even I have felt it sometimes, but yes. Okay, Surya is the first person and Mayank is the second person. So what I'm going to do is, again, look at React's awesomeness. I'm going to, it says edit src/app.js, right? So I go to src app.js, and here I'm going to change this learn React into hello. Oh, whose names did I saw? Surya, Mayank, Kaustubh. Okay, Surya, Mayank, Kaustubh, Aniket. So hello, Surya, Mayank, Kaustubh, and Aniket. So I'm saving. I'm not touching the mouse or anything. I'm not refreshing the page or something. The moment I save it, immediately on the right side, you will be able to see that the output is coming, right? You don't require anything like live server or something, because this will take care of everything. This has got a Webpack development server, and this will take care of everything. So that is the good part about React. So what we can do is we will, now we will be changing a lot of things. So React dev to, this particular CRA, create React app, it has got a lot of clutter in our application. So we are going to remove all these clutter and then make it look good. Okay. So for that, what we will be doing is, let's discard these changes. And in my document, in my Finder, here is where all the files are displayed, right? So we don't want all these files to be in the same directory. So we will try to organize all these files. So we start with creating one directory called components, then files, then assets, then tests, then services. 5 directories I have created, and we will be putting all these files into those directories. So Ashish and Vaishnavi, please tell me, where should app.css go? Come on, it's a question for you all.
Okay, you're talking about which folder the app.css would be placed, right?
Yes, it goes to style. You think?
Yeah.
Any other? Okay, this will not be, most probably it will be a tricky answer, because it is going to go to the bin, because we don't require it. Immediately when we did, it shows a lot of error. And here also it says compile with problem, error, module not found. Okay, that is how it is fast. And let's go ahead and do the next one, app.js. Where should it go? Five seconds for you all. Okay, it is going to go to the components. And again, there will be another issue. And app.test.js, we can put it inside the tests. Index.css, again a CSS file. It should technically go to the styles, but we are putting it in the dustbin. Index.js, come on, answer this. I need an answer for this one, for sure. Both of you.
I think the component one.
So component one from you and Vaishnavi. I guess Mayank has got the right answer. Surya has also got the right answer. Sorry, latest South Indian movie, Hindi dubbed. Is it boring? Okay, fine. I'll make it somewhat faster. Okay, so what we will be doing here is, so index will be staying in the same place, and logo.svg can be removed. And we have got all these things. The main reason why I have been going so slow is because there are a lot of new people who are completely new to React, and they will be benefiting if I go slow. So I'll slightly speed up my pace. And in case of any questions, please feel free to ask it in the chat. And Vaishnavi and Ashish, please have a look at all the questions. In case of any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So now super. So the first thing that we will be doing here is fix all the errors. So now I'll go back, remove this app, go into the components in the app. I'm going to get rid of everything here. So basically we are all lazy people, right? So there is this thing called RCC. The moment I put that, I will be getting the whole thing coming here. And I can also do export default app. This is a React class component. Let's give a class name here as app, and we'll save this. Sorry, we cannot have to export defaults. Right, if I save this and if I open it in the page, okay, we still have some issues. So if we go back to the index.js, we have to get rid of the CSS thing. And then this app is not anymore here. So we'll be using components, and then we'll be opening the app. Now, once we do this, we will be able to see that the app is here. And apart from these things, we don't have anything in the styles or any other components. So we are completely fine with this. And moreover, we don't want to monitor any performance during the development time. So we can get rid of this report web vitals as well. So it will be a bit very small amount of faster. Okay. And we can also get rid of this one as well. Now, what we have done is we have reorganized all the code, and we have also cleared all the clutter from the CRA. And one more thing is, right now, the test will fail. If you do npm test, it is going to fail. So, okay, we need to go into the client, and npm test, if we do, it is going to fail everything. The reason is this is not found. So we will go into the test, and what we will do is we'll put a ./components app, and we need to have something like learn React, right? So we will be using live stream. We will use live stream helper or something like that. And in our app, we can put live stream helper. So that will pass it. So since we have got everything passed, what we can do is we can put like reorganized the code and cleared the clutter. Cool. The next thing that we will be doing is adding some libraries. Basically, we plan to add Bootstrap. So we'll use getbootstrap.com. Since jQuery, Bootstrap uses jQuery, I'm talking about Bootstrap 4. Bootstrap 4 uses jQuery. Since jQuery and React are like Coca-Cola and Mentos, I don't want them to get in touch with each other. So I'm going to use only the CSS here. So let's go back to your code. And here we have got this public folder. The public folder will show everything about the outside look and feel, etc. So here we will be adding the styles after the title. Now I put this, and then I'll also change the title to live stream helper. And we can also try to change the icon as well. So we can say like a full stack application to manage your live streams, something like this. And not only that, we also need to add the fonts. So for now, let's keep it simple. Let's go to fonts.google.com and open the Open Sans. We will use the light version, regular version, and medium version, and we'll copy the same style sheet as well. So once we copy these things, we can add it before the before the Bootstrap styles. The next thing that we want is the icon fonts. For icon fonts, I guess it is easier for us to use Font Awesome. So we'll be using bootstrapcdn.com. And here we have this Font Awesome CDN. And we also have the Bootstrap icons as well. So let's go directly to Font Awesome CDN because that is better. This is the 5 version. Let's see if we can get the 4 version because I really like the 4 version. I don't think we can find the 4 version. Let's go with the 5 version itself. And we'll add this font as well here. Oops. And now we have got all these things. So if you look at the output here, you can see that all these margins and paddings are all messed up, which we can clearly say that it has been getting the bootstraps thing. So now we need to also change this favicon. We just changed the title bar text, but next thing is we will change the favicon as well. Any questions in the meantime? CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. Yes. Because index should be in the first page. That's why it is stated. No, not exactly, Kaustubh. What happens is in this particular application, the React scripts package will look for index.js inside the source file, source directly. So that is the reason we are not touching the index.js. Now, let's go for the icon change. So what we will be doing here is we can use something called flat icons. And here we will be able to find a lot of icons here. So we will be using something on this. It is supposed to be a live stream, right? Live stream. We have got live stream here. We could use something like this or this. This looks really nice, right? Everyone okay with this? Can we use this particular icon? It is also 512 by 512. It is a PNG icon and it is 512 by 512. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this here and use logo 512. And then one thing, if you notice, inside the public folder, there is logo 512 and there is logo 192 as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one again and make it as logo 192. And we need the favicon. So there is a site called favicon.pro, and this site will generate all these different types of icons. Now, if you see here, this favicon.ico, this is a site that has got 64 by 64 icons. So we will set the same 64 by 64 pixels, and then let's use any one of this, put it over here, and then click on submit. Now we have got this icon preview, and we can download the favicon. So now I'm going to use this icon here. And we need to change it to favicon.ico, logo 192, logo 512. So if we quickly have a look at it, it is indeed 64 by 64. So we'll change it to favicon.ico. So I'm going to copy these 3 things and replace it with this. So when I'm replacing it, make sure you look at this part. Are you able to see this? Yes. Yeah. Look at that part where it will get replaced instantly. See, you got it. So we have just updated all these public facing things, and we'll just make it as updated branding and added frameworks. So what we can say is updated the title and description. Updated the logos and favicons, added Bootstrap library, added Google fonts, and font awesome. So these are the things that we did just now. Any questions so far? Is it going fine? Cool. So the next thing that we will be working on is, let's add some more components to this. So the first thing that we will generally do is header. Everyone tell me, do you like dark header or light header? I got this particular repository, which is called Bootstrap React Helpers. This is going to help us with having a lot of different small elements, like what to say. If you want a header, if you want a card element, everything will be here. So we'll go with the headers. This is a default header. I'll explain what is this code about. So what we are going to do here is, inside the components, I'm going to create a new file inside Bootstrap directory, naming it as header.js. So this technically does the nav bar. So it is a functional component which takes in dark, children, class name, and other things. So it is going to, based on what value that you are going to give for dark, whether it is a true value or a falsy value, it is going to have a navbar hyphen dark or navbar hyphen light. So based on that, it will be setting the dark or light values. Extra class names can be set using this. And is my voice clear? Yeah. Extra class names can be used this. Children is a special prop where you would be putting whatever inside the tag, you will be getting it here. So let me save this. And then if I go inside this one, I'll cut the live stream helper, type in header. So it will automatically show me that I can import it from auto import from bootstrap/header. So I do this, I add this live stream helper here. And if I go to the first page, I'm able to see that there is a thing here. So let me check the number of people who wanted dark. Looks like everyone wants dark. Okay. I'll also end the poll. Wow, that's awesome. We have got 72 people putting the poll. Nice. So here, if everyone wants dark, all we need to do is dark equal to true. That's it. So look at the power of React. If you just put false, you get a light window. If you put dark, you get a dark mode. So here in the class name, I'm going to put header and margin bottom. Let's say I'll put a small margin bottom and justify content center. So this will make the whole thing centrally aligned. Now we have created a header component and added a header component. And one more thing that we will be doing is we want to create the styles. So inside the styles, we will create a file called index.scss, and index.scss, when we create, SCSS files cannot be read by React. So we'll be installing a package called node.sas. And once this is installed, you will be able to create the application, like use the SAS files. So let's add these two things and installed support for SCSS. And in this one, we will be creating the index.js. We'll import styles index.scss. And once we do this, inside the index.scss, we will change the font to Open Sans. That's what we used. So now you can see that the font has been changed to Open Sans. And inside that, we can also import a URL or something like that. We'll be importing the app file. So here we will create an app.scss that belongs to the app folder. And here inside the app, we are going to import bootstrap/header. You can see that the same kind of a file structure will be following bootstrap/header.scss. And inside this, we can put header. Here we can put bootstrap/header.scss. You don't need to put .scss for everything because obviously this is inside the SCSS world. You can put margin bottom 10 and then we can save this. If you do all these things, you can clearly see that this particular header has got the margins, and you can see that margin bottom 10 px is also coming. Since I use this MB3 kind of a thing, I can just get rid of that. So if I go back to my app.js and get rid of this MB-3, now you could see that it is going to be margin bottom 10 pixels. Cool. Now the next thing is, we have implemented the header. We have added the styles. Added styles for header and app. Nice. So far, any questions? Okay, cool. So far we have done just this part. The next thing is we will try to add the contents of this. So we might need to either add a live stream or something like this. For example, I spoke to Ashish to get all these assets done. So first thing is the discussion. So we need to create a kind of like a data structure for the live stream. So let's try to mock things right now. Or should we just let's start with the mock data. The mock data can be in let's use the mock data here. Const mock data is going to be an array, obviously. And in this array, it is going to be an array of objects. So the first thing is the title of the live stream. So what is the title of the live stream here? It is full stack live stream organizer using MERN stack.js. Thank you. So we'll just copy this one. We'll just paste it over here. And then now it comes the description. For the description, obviously, it is going to be a multi-line description. So I'm just going to copy everything here. Now, after this, we need to, okay, these things are about the YouTube side of things, right? So we can make a YouTube stuff, something like YouTube, and then we will put the description inside that. We can put the title inside that. Oh. And the first thing, the title will be the normal title. So we can put something like this. And what else do we have? Because I messed up something here. Yeah. So that is the YouTube stuff. Then, so who connected with me? So let's say point of contact or something like that, POC. We can give name. Name is Ashish. The context or the URL where exactly I got connected with him. It would be a URL. It could be a LinkedIn URL. /messages/message ID, something like this. And what do we have? What else do we have? So we can also see the progress as well, which I come to later. Right now I need the designs. So for designs, we have got 4 different designs. One is the thumbnail. We will put null. Then we need a poster, BG, and overlay. So these are the 4 things that whatever you're seeing in front of the stream, these are the 4 things that always comes. And we can also have hosts, co-hosts. So in this case, we have got 2 people. One is, so we can actually get more details about that. So name, we can put Ashish Kumar, LinkedIn or some kind of contact information. We can just put linkedin.com/in/Ashish. And then we have got another co-host, who is Vaishnavi Dubey. We can put her as well. Cool. So these are a couple of things. And then we can also add some more things when exactly this is going to happen. So date time. So date time is going to be in the numbers, like, epoch number. So what I would be using here is, if you look at the current date time, there is an option to get the date time in a different way. So new date dot get time. So this one gives you a kind of like a time like this. So if you are using this one and use the new date object, at this point of time, it is going to show you the current time. But if I add this one, it is going to show me this 49. So if I try to negate this 49 here, or make it 00 here, it is going to show me 1245. This 460 is the milliseconds, so we can put 000. Okay, that is 2491. Okay, cool. So this is the date and time it's gonna tell us. And I'm going to use this as a number for the date time value. Okay, so far is everything clear? Harshit, don't worry. Even though you are learning something new, you will be able to easily grasp things at a later point of time. I'll try to make sure every single thing that I'm explaining is in a simple way possible. Okay. Thank you, Zahid Khan. Thanks, Vaishnavi. Awesome. And don't forget to also get connected with me. So give this video a thumbs up and yes. So here's my great. Thank you for your feedback. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's go ahead. So now we have got the data things till this. I had one more data that I wanted to use. Let me try to get that first. I might need to find it out. So I guess I have got it in my mobile. So let me try getting that. So generally, I will tell all those people who want me to host or like something like that. This is the set of things that I would be asking them to do. Just give me a second. Thank you for your feedback. Here you go. So first thing is decide the date and time, host and co-host, creating the poster, write up for the YouTube description, creating a registration form. Yes, we missed it. So we need a registration form or form URL. That will be a text. Then set up the certificates. Are we doing the certificate thing here? So I have got this particular application, which I can give a small preview of it. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can do a preview. So for those who are wondering what is the certificate part, here you go. So this way, there is anyone who wants a certificate can get the certificate. It is also a verifiable certificate. It has got the verification and all these things. And there is a small information that is given. And if we go back to this particular verify certificate, we can also give this certificate ID and select the type. What is the participant type? And then if you, okay, I guess I need to refresh the page. So refresh the page. Verify the certificate. Here's the certificate ID and click using the participant, checking it. Yes, this is a valid certificate. The certificate ID is valid and it was awarded to this particular person. So this is the whole thing about. So yeah, so that is the thing about. So in case if we want to start that particular thing, we can also add this. So certificates. So we should say like it is enabled or not. For now, we can do enable to false. And in case if you need the certificates, then what exactly we need to do? So for that, You have got the basic details of the event, registration sheets, link to the app. Then we need to also create a thumbnail and a left banner. So we can use thumbnail and left banner. So this is the data structure, initial data structure that we will be using. Then we need the website. So instance URL, then certificate designs. So this is like blank certificate. So what is the URL for that? And I need to say whether it is deployed or not. Deployed app and deployed data. So these are the two things you have to say, like it's going to be Boolean, obviously. So we'll say like deployed app or deployed thing. So all these other details are going to be, we might need to also add these things as well. So basic details and something like that. We don't need app.test. Right. So we can have details, and inside the details, we need event name. Then, so instance URL actually should come first. We have event name, then we have a description and event URL. Okay. So I guess, and we also need certificate types. So certificate types, I guess that will come inside the blank certificate. This is going to be the certificate array. So this could be a type, image, something like this. So this will be multiple things, something. This would be the basic data structure of what exactly we will be creating. How is it going so far? Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go ahead. And this is going to be the mock data, right? So what we will do here, since we also have the design, thumbnail design, we can also add one more data here, which is going to be completely null. Okay. So I'm just going to copy the whole thing. Let's say I just started, one sec, what did I do? Okay, so from this till this, copy, I'll paste it. Right. So let's say I'm going to talk to someone who is, there is something that needs to be done, but it is not yet confirmed or something like that. Let's say full stack live session, or full stack session for some college. And then this YouTube, everything will be null. This is going to be the default values. So we need to see how the default values will look like. So let's put null for most of the things. So POC is also null at the moment. Context is also null. Designs, everything is null. Co-hosts, obviously we don't know who is there. So it's going to be 0. And we have got null values here as well. Date time, we haven't decided, so null. Certificates is enabled as false. So if I have put enabled false, then there is nothing else we can do. So right now we have got these things. At least for this one, we can try to update everything. So for the banner image and other thing alone, let's put imgur. I don't want to hot link any thing. So that's the reason I have used imgur for all the stuff. So this is our BIT Mesra's scene, and we have got the thumbnail here. So if we see this, the thumbnail has been uploaded here, and this is the 1980. This the high quality. What do you call this? HQ thumbnail. This is going to be obviously an MGUR URL, right? So I'll just use the URL alone. So poster BG overlay has not been done yet. So something like that we can use. And these are the co-hosts. then form URL. We haven't got any registration forms or anything, right? So we'll just leave it that way. And that's it. So all these things are here. Now, once we have saved it, so this is enabled as false. So now based on this data, we will be making things out. So here, instead of using a const mock data, I'm going to create a separate file for this. So I'll cut this one. We don't want to make this whole index.js look bad. So instead, I'm going to create a new folder file. New folder. It's called constants, and we'll have mock data here. .json. So it's a JSON file. Oh, okay. Now we have a problem. So the only problem here is this particular area. Just give me a second. Let us convert this into JSON. So for converting this into JSON in a quick way, what we can do is inside this one, we can do json.stringify and put all the JavaScript part here. So this will become like this. Now all I need to do is I just need to copy this thing and put it over here. That's all. So now we have done this. So we can close this part. Now we need to import this mock data to our app. Created a mock data with 2 examples. Now in our app, what we can do is we can import data from constants mockdata.json. Here, if I do a container row call 12, and inside this, if I'm using a pre-tag with the border radius, so rounded, bg light, and here inside this one, if I do json.stringify, and I'm using data, comma null, comma 2, I could see all my data in this. So this is the data of the mock data. It has got 2 elements, which we can see, and it is an array. All right. Hey, thank you, Viber. What is the difference between Node SaaS and Node SaaS middleware? Okay, Node SaaS is not a middleware as of I know. So this is the, okay. You're talking about Node SaaS middleware as a library. I haven't heard of it. I'll have a look at it and I'll let you know. You missed the previous classes. How can I access those, Prashant Singh? This is the first class, or this is the first session I'm doing, Prashant. So if you rewind and see, this is going to be the first time I'm working on it. It is a fresh class. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Okay, now comes the awesome part. We have done all the DSA algorithms and other things, right? Now, next thing is we are going to make this into a responsive design. So at this point, we have something like this. Now, what we will be doing is, instead of using call 12, let it be call 12. I will also do one thing. P3, BG primary. So something like that we have got. And I'm going to use call 12, call SM6, call MD4, call LG3, call Excel. We don't need call Excel and all. So now if we have 3, we can try to use 4 different rows. Let's say if you have 4 rows, we'll see how it looks. Initially, it is going to look like this. If you keep reducing it, it's going to go this way. This is not really good. So what we can do is, for the biggest one, let it be called MD. Let it be 4. So it's going to be like this. Why is it not showing me? Okay, is it showing 4? Yeah, it is showing 4 things. So now let it show just 3 maximum. But at this point, it should come down. So call SM, interesting. Let's use call LG4. So at this point, it is going to show me 3. Even this is bad. So let's use container fluid so that it is showing this much big. And call LG4. Let's make call XL3 as well. Okay, so we have got 4 elements. If you keep on reducing, they become like this, and they will get into three elements. Then they will become 2 elements, and they will become 1 element. So this is a responsive design. So if you are not sure what exactly is happening here, I'm going to give a margin bottom of 2 so that you will be able to clearly understand. So when it comes here, it is going to break. You can give margin bottom of 3, I guess. Yeah, it is going to break. And then if you reduce it further, it's going to do this way. All right. So this way, we will be able to see how many, it's actually responsive. So did you all get that point? Thank you, Vaishnavi. Primary light blue color. Yes, that's correct. Thank you so much, Dark Viper. Okay, let's come back. Now, it is not important that what we are doing like this should be there. Like we just saw how to get an idea of how it looks like in an easy way. Now we are going to do the data part. So data.map. So whenever we are doing a map, we can just use a map function. And then this is a stream data. And here, I'll just put this one. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to do a stream, 2 streams at the same time, right? So what I'm going to, okay, we can't even use the stream thing here. Okay, I just need to think of something. All right, we'll just use an index, which is a key. When you're trying to do a repeater, you would be using a key function here, and we'll just put key. So you can see that there are 2 elements here that it shows. But we don't know what is there inside these 2 elements, right? So that is what we are going to fix now. We don't need this BG primary, but instead, let's say str.title. So you can see that it shows full stack live stream organizer using MERN stack, full stack session for some college. Okay, so we have got these 2 things now. Now, instead of displaying it in a simple bland way, what we should be doing is we should use something like card system. So here, if you go to see the cards, this is a card component where you have the image cap, a lot of things are there. So the same thing, I have got it here as well. Where is our Bootstrap React helpers? We have got the card element. I'm just going to copy this whole card and then put it over here. So inside the Bootstrap, I'm going to create a new file called card.js. Here we'll paste all these things. It has got all these image alignment, all these things are there. All right. Now, let's add this card element, created card element. Cool. Now, instead of this str title, we'll use card. There's no card. This is the worst thing. So we'll just copy this line. Instead of header, we'll use it as card. Now here we'll put card, and for this we need the image align. That's going to be top, and we need the image as well, right? So img image. This is going to be string.thumbnail. String.designs.thumbnail. So this needs to be working. If it is true, then do something. If not, show me a default thumbnail. Let's say default thumbnail, and let's find one simple. Okay, these thumbnails are really good, right? They look really good. Nice, 480 by 320. That looks nice. Can we use this or can we use this? This looks nice too. Oh, this looks really nice. Yeah, this looks good. We'll use this one. Okay, let's copy the image. Let's go to MGUR, paste it here. Okay, upload complete. Copy the image address, and inside our application, in case if it is not working, use this one. I can use the L version of this. The same way, if I want to use this, I'll be using the same kind of a thing, but in a different way. Here, this is going to be changed to str.designs.thumbnail. So if I save this and open it here, boom, do you see what is happening here? Did you get it? How is this so far? Thank you so much, Mayank. Here is the Bootstrap React helper, code element, and all these things are here. Cool. And also I need to show you this particular source code, right? Source code is here. Thank you. Okay, so coming back to what we were working on. Now here we have got these things. The next thing which I wanted to use is, let's go back to our card element, and we have got like, what is this text header? It is just a thing. It is going to be the header. So let's use the header. What is the title? Title is this one, H5. We don't think we need a title. So we use the header, and so header is going to be str.title. Let's see what is happening here. Boom, this looks nice. Full stack live stream organizer using MERN stack. This is full stack session for some college. That's good. The next thing is what we need to see is, so what all data that we have got right now in the mock data. So we have got a title, we have got a description here for YouTube. So we can actually use another card for this. So card, and in this card, I can do a title, which is going to be str.youtube.title. And then let's have a paragraph. And then inside this, we can do str.youtube.description. So that is the YouTube side of things. So we can also put something like header here. YouTube. That shows something like this. And now we can also do text header as true. If you do that, this becomes a simple, slightly, a nice text header. I still don't want this title to be so much big. Let's have a quick look at what else is there. Title, we have also got text. So text is this p tag. I guess we should use text for this one. Let's cut this, remove all these things. Let's use text, and then let's use this one. So that is actually better than what we saw. Now we have a problem. Look at this. It shows /n and stuff like that. Okay. This is not what something which I expected. Interesting. Okay, we'll think about it later. Now, okay, what we can do here is for text alone, json.parse, we can do the parse of string. What did I do? Again, there's a problem. There is some kind of a problem here. What is the problem here? Oh, errors. Okay, so I know what I should be doing. Sorry about this. That works? No? Okay, let's try using this. Okay, that kind of works. See, there is no spaces here, right? Cool. Here we can also give a class name and give YouTube something like this. Or better, it is obviously doing only one thing. So there is a card text. That's it, right? So YouTube disk, we can add this. One second. That's a paragraph which has the card text logo. So card text, YouTube thing. So we will just copy this one. Let's put a paragraph here. Put this here. Oops, no fault. YouTube disk. And then instead of this text, I'm just going to put this way, like this. So we do this. There is not much difference, or there is no difference at all. Only difference is I have got this YouTube disk here. Now, to make this work fine, I'm going to go to my styles. So YouTube disk is the class. Let's go to the app.css, and white space will be wrap. Boom. Now you can see that there are some spaces and other things. All right. So that is the main thing why I wanted to have that. So if we go to the mock data again, I believe there is a space here. We can get rid of the space. Boom. There you go. So this one will be showing with the same way how our YouTube's thing looks like. So that is the main reason why I have used the I kind of like used a lot of things. White space pre-wrap will give you this white spaces on, and then I have also added the parse in such a way that it is parsing it in the right way, or else your JSON data will not correctly come. Okay. I guess we are learning a lot of things. Yes, cards are really lifesaver. Really, yes, very true. Now coming back to our stuff. Updated the mock data and fixed the rendering of data. So we have done all these things so far. Nice. And this also shows something, it is completely invalid or something like that. So if you go to this mock data thing, if you see that YouTube side of things is not enabled, like YouTube is both title and description are null, right? So here we can set up something here. So we can get rid of this one. We go here. It is called conditional rendering. YouTube your title and still.youtube.description. Then display me this one. So it will not display it at all. So that is a conditional rendering to display YouTube section. Cool. The next thing is we need to also show the progress bar. What we can do is inside the card, I can put the list group dot list group. I don't know how I should be putting this one, because if you see the card also has the footer. Okay, cool, that works. Let's use a list group item dot list group item. We can put this as UL, and input *3 step $. Boom. Okay, if you see this, it is going to come this way, very bad way. No, this is not what I was looking for. How do I want this thing? Card is here. Children is okay. Children is inside the card body. Okay. What I need to do here is extras. And then I'm just going to put extras here. Updated card to get extras. Now, this one is an extras. So what we will do is we'll cut this one and pass it as a extras. So here, extras, we'll just put this here. Boom, look at this. I don't think it works. It is not correctly, it doesn't work correctly. Why? So this is a card. Inside the card, we have got list group flush. We need to use the flush. List group flush. Bam! Look at this. It got correctly updated, whatever it is. And we have got this card header. Oh no! Wait. Card footer is there. So actually, we can use card footer. No, not card footer. Kitchen sink, card link, flush card body. So we go to list groups. Here we get these things, right? So we have got different colors. So we can try kind of like using some kind of the success color or info color will look nice. List group item info. And here we can say progress. And if we see here, we can see that there is a progress that is coming in. There is a step 1, step 2, step 3. And in the progress, we can actually use all these things. Decide date and time, host and co-host, poster. So all these things can be added here. Hey, is it good or bad? Boring or not boring? And here also, there is also one thing which we can do. Remember, we added font awesome, right? We can try to add some icons. I want one thick. Is the regular icons available for free? Okay, so in this free icons, we have got the circle and circle check. Do we have any square check? Let's try to search for check. Square check is there. So what we need to do is FA regular, FA square check, something like this. Copy code snippet. Oh, React. No, this one. Fine, whatever. So it's gonna have something like this. So once we have got this in the live stream, it's not working. So maybe FA regular is not there. I really don't understand why. Last updated in 6. Really? And why is this not working? Any idea? So let's try not the regular one. Let's go to the solid. Solid. Maybe FA solid we will try. Might be, it might work. No? Didn't work. Interesting. Nothing related to FA solid. Okay, let's see if we have got any other FA. There is no FA solid. So FA accessible icon, if we put it, shows like this. I don't want this one. So if I remove this one, so there is no FA square check at all. Interesting. So we'll just get rid of this. FA square check. Yeah, we do have it. But why is it not coming? Well, that is not working. Any idea? Sorry, let me check the thing. CDN error. Hey, that could be also a problem, na? Console. Okay, this class is also on trouble. Class name. I'll just use the CDN 4 font awesome 4. That is better for us. $675 free icons. I don't want font awesome 5. So let's, where is the CDN? I don't think this is the right CDN. So font awesome 4 CDN. Right. So version 4.7. And there should be the main thing, which is the font awesome.min.css. So let's copy the link tag. And if we go back to our stuff, instead of all these FA solid and all these things, we just need to give only FA. FA square check is fine. And I'll go to index.html. And instead of font awesome here, I'll put this one. Downgraded font awesome to 4. So still it has not come. Ayo, oh wait, if I change that here, I guess it should come, right? No, why is it not coming? Okay, let's go ahead and change this one as well. So if we go back to our app.js, let's save this. Nope, nothing came up. It's not even actually working fine because face.
Excuse me. Actually, the screen is not visible, I guess, for everyone.
Okay. Now. So even if after we do all these things, I added the font awesome icon and other things, like in the index, I have added this one. This is the problem with these things. So let's see. Font awesome 4. Where is this font awesome 4? We'll go here. Let's go to the icons. Let's use the check. And we have got check square. So what I need to do is FA check square. That's all I need to add. And oh, it is not square check, it's check square. That's so bad. Sorry. So we have got these things. Okay. So we can have empty square and check square. Okay. So these are the two things that we will be looking into. And how this is going to be decided is, so with respect to whether we have got this date and time, we'll be using this check. Let's say if the data has, anyway, it's okay. We'll just go with this one. You don't need card.js anymore. Data, no, not data, str dot date time, then check hyphen, if not, nothing. So date time has been given here, but here the date time is not given. So something like that. So this is where we would be using our MR3, MR2 or something like that. Will that work? Yes, that works. Or maybe we can use MR1. Yeah. Now this is the condition that we have added here. So we'll be adding all these things again. I guess for the backend, we might need another session. How many of you are happy for the part 2? Who wants part 2? Just type in part 2 in the chat. So Ashish, shall we do a part 2 as well once if we have got enough number of part 2s in the chat?
Yeah, actually that would be better.
Because it is going too much for people as well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually pretty decent number for the part 2.
So now we have also got the co-hosts. So if there are no co-hosts, we can say something like this. Host or co-host, here dot co-host dot length is greater than 0, then it should be checked. If not, it is not going to be checked. This one is str dot YouTube dot str dot design dot poster. Then nope. Oh, we also need the live stream URL. So once we have done those things, form URL is here. So I guess there are like 2 selections which I have created. No, only one selection. Is this form URL? Can be null. 2 selections, and we need the stream URL. Actually, we can keep it null first, and then we will make this one alone the stream URL and the correct URL. Isn't it better to host these images using our own server, as hosting website might crash and create impact on our website? 100% correct, but CDNs will not crash. CDN are best way to like have a better traffic or something like that. Cool. So let's use this stream URL here. And then once we have done this, we have also create the next step here. This is the stream created or YouTube live stream, which is going to be str.stream URL. Then it is checked. So here we don't have poster here. Why? Oh, maybe I messed it up here. So let's go back to our data, and for the poster alone, we'll add the design poster. Thumbnail, left banner, this is for the certificates. Design here, we do have the thumbnail, right? It should be thumbnail, not poster. Cool. Now we have got all these things are done. So we can also track the progress and something like that. This is one basic thing that we did in this moment. I hope it was kind of like interesting for you all to have a look at what happened and stuff like that. And this part can also be made to be like, closing and opening kind of a thing. So what we can do is like downgraded font awesome to V4. Yes, that's done. And mock data, added stream URL. And for app.js, this is where we made a lot of things. Added the progress bar, something like this. Right. Now coming back to what we need to do, we don't want clutter again. Okay. So this particular thing, we can actually make it look better. So in our CSS, in the app.css, when we are using the card, I believe this one will have a specific title. It is the card header. So dot card header, if I put white space no wrap, it's going to go in one single line. If I do overflow hidden, the contents will get hidden. And if I do text overflow, ellipsis, I would be getting a dot, dot, dot. So this is something which might be interesting. And if you go smaller, this will also show this way. But how exactly will I be seeing the full title? That is a good question. So what we can do is for this H5, we can do something like in the card. For these two things, we can give title and then we can use the header. Added title, both the headers. Now, if you see this on top, if I go, it will show me the full content in a small title, pop-up title. Cool. So now we should make all these things in a collapsible way. Anyway, that could be for the next session or something like that. So how was this so far? What do you all think? And
it was pretty good front end part, and it would be better that we do the part 2 for the back end.
Okay.
Actually, student will get time for this after they can see the video in the YouTube channel. It will be there itself. Right.
Definitely. So let's do the part 2 soon, and I'll talk to both of you. Maybe what you can do is we 3 can be in a WhatsApp group, and that is way easier for me to like collaborate with you all. Is that okay?
It will be better for communication.
Yeah. Both of you, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So thanks a lot for coming in, staying for so long, and tolerating my blade.
No, that is not an issue. You got to learn many things from.
I believe it is a bit hectic for people as well. Like we touched upon a lot of different things too, but I tried to be as much as simpler as possible. So I hope it was good.
Yeah.
Cool then. So have a nice day, everyone, and stay home, stay safe. Would you both of you like to say bye-bye?
Bye, everyone. We'll soon get in the part 2 for the backend part.
Definitely. See you all.
See you. Bye.
Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.
Same to you.